I'm just looking like at the list so I can know what.
Graduates and attendees will be dismissed.
Okay. Is it
It's
Adina or Adina?
it's Dina. It's Mexican. It's hard to explain.
Castilian?
Yeah. Adina is
Hello, my name is Joseph Tompkins, Senior Cadet Colonel of the Champion High School AFJROTC. Please stand for the playing of the national anthem and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and opening remarks. Seniors, it is appropriate to leave your cap on during the playing of the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would now like to introduce Elle Donahue, who will give the opening remarks.
Good evening. Hopefully, most of y'all remember me. But just in case you don't, my name's Elle Donahue. We used to go to high school together. And after months of concern and fear that this day might not happen, I am so proud to be able to finally say, welcome to your graduation ceremony, class of 2020. As I look out to this remarkable student body, I see hopeful faces that speculate about the future. However scary and unknown the future may be, we're not going to let it intimidate us. Look around. Sitting beside you now are the teachers and administrators that have helped us grow into the exceptional people we are today. They've been our mentors, our coaches, our directors, and best of all, our friends. Speaking for myself, they've seen me cry and rant at my worst, but they stuck around to see me thrive and celebrate through my successes. Now as we walk to our next stages of life, wherever that may be, college, the workforce, serving your country, or taking a journey abroad, we will always remember these people that had an impact on us. My prayer is that we'll remember everything this town and this school has given us, including Friday nights screaming in the Stampede, late night trips to Whataburger, or early morning trips to Mary's. I know this town and this school will leave a mark in every one of our hearts. In my family alone, this school has sent my siblings out to be nurses, businessmen, instructors, and first responders. I'm confident that we'll take the extraordinary things that we've learned and build that into even more extraordinary careers. Congratulations again, class of 2020, and welcome to your graduation. Thank you. It is my pleasure to now introduce Ashley Wood, who will be introducing our platform guest.
Good evening. My name is Ashley Wood, Student Council Vice President. It is my pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest, Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Mr. Joe Tidwell, President of the Board of Trustees. Mrs. Maritzia Gonzalez-Cooper, Vice President of the Board of Trustees. Mrs. Donna Sharp, Secretary of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Carlin Fryer, Board Trustee. Mr. Alan Rich, Board Trustee. Mr. Rich Senna, Board Trustee. Mr. David Spencer, Board Trustee. Administrative guests are Dr. Thomas Price, Superintendent of Schools, Chief Administrative Officer Dr. Ashley Stewart, Chief Human Resources Officer Dr. Elaine Howard, Chief Instructional Officer Ms. Larissa S. Flores, Chief Financial Officer Ms. Tish Grill, Chief Technology Officer Ms. Patty Hollub, Chief Operations Officer Mr. Henry Acosta, Academic Dean Mrs. Emily Steffick, Assistant Principal Mr. Zachary Bates, Assistant Principal Ms. Lauren Knight, Assistant Principal Mr. Jason Miller, Assistant Principal Mr. Manuel Villarreal, and our Principal Mr. Eddie Ashley. Mr. Eddie Ashley will now introduce our salutatorian.
It is my honor to introduce Matthew Viescas as the 2019-2020 salutatorian for Champion High School. Matthew is graduating with a grade point average of 112.5. Matthew will be attending Stanford University, majoring in computer science. Please help me congratulate Matthew Viescas.
Hello, everyone. I'm Matthew, if you didn't hear. I think I speak for all of us when I say, oh boy, what a year. I don't think anyone quite expected it to escalate in the way that it has, and we are only halfway through. So, this whole pandemic situation has taken something from all of us. It has truly been a confusing and troubled time. We almost didn't even have this little shindig get-together because of how troubled it's been. But consequently, the overwhelming state of it all actually reminds me of a time I'm sure we're all pretty fond of as fellow Americans. The American Revolutionary War. I'm sure all of us talk about it all the time. Please, yeah. I recall the story of a rather tall individual named John Paul Jones. Okay, he was more like 5'8", but back then that was really tall because people were smaller, believe me. And anyway, this guy, Mr. Jones, he faced some pretty overwhelming adversity. He had the small task of facing one of the most powerful naval forces in the world in 1779, the British military fleet. And his initial fight started out how you think it would. To put it lightly, he was not winning. And when the enemy captain asked Mr. Jones if he wanted to surrender, you know what this guy did? Despite how battered and broken his ship was, and probably his men complaining or something, this guy, without a second thought, uttered the immortal words, "I have not yet begun to fight." And he won. He actually won, and went on to found the American Navy. What a man. That's what I think these last 4 years have been about. You know, besides learning the quadratic formula and memorizing the periodic table, which everyone here should know by heart, high school, more than anything, has been about falling, getting knocked down, losing, sometimes pretty bad, and learning that when life absolutely trucks you, to pick yourself back up and utter two little words. Words that have defined generations. Bring it. And if you don't believe that, just look around. We're here. We made it. I've got another little story to tell. One time, I was running a race. You know, I'm a cross-country runner. That's literally all we do. And this race had one rule besides not hitting other people, which is generally frowned upon. That was don't hit the pole. The poles were supposed to direct us in the right direction, you know. Yeah, I hit that pole, and I fell, and then everyone passed me, and it was a terrible day. All of us have had a moment like that. All of us have hit poles and thought, yep, this is it. This is where it ends. I'm done. That's it. But despite that, despite everything we thought would be our undoing, as melodramatic as that may sound, we've ended up here, together. We've learned that life isn't easy. I think it's hard, and I don't even pay my taxes yet. But it doesn't matter, because I stand before such a capable group of students. Some of you are off to college to be engineers or neuroscientists. Some of you are off to trade school to be traders, as in like the salesmen and not committers of treason. And some of you have absolutely no idea what your future holds. And you know what? That's okay. A pandemic came out of literally nowhere. I'm going to say sky's the limit on what comes next. Even so, I have a pretty good feeling about us. And I'm a glass half empty kind of guy. I don't have good feelings about literally anything. But I know y'all are going to prove me right. Hopefully. Please prove me right. So, the game is set. The players are ready. The gun is up. Life has issued its ultimate challenge. It's set up its poles to be hit and its metaphorical British naval fleets to be faced. And with that, there's only one thing left to do. Stare life straight in the eyes and utter harshly under our breaths, bring it. And it shall be brought with what we got to deal with. Thank you.
It is my honor to introduce Alexandra Perchatsky as the 2019-2020 Valedictorian for Champion High School. Alexandra is graduating with a grade point average of 112.76. Alexandra will be attending the University of Texas at Austin, majoring in biochemistry. Please help me congratulate Alexandra Perchatsky.
Thank you. On September 11th, 2001, as the deadliest terrorist attacks on U.S. soil were underway, my parents received a small glimmer of hope. For on that day I was born. We, the graduating class of 2020, were all born around that unsettling and distressing period in history. Yet we gave our families and loved ones hope. Hope for the future and hope for better days ahead. The world we find ourselves living in today has many parallels to that time. Fear, uncertainty, and turbulent change. Yet our graduation today is again a source of great joy for our families, friends, and loved ones. A light during a dark time, and a reminder of hope for the future. Our graduation marks a true commencement to the future opportunities and trails we will blaze. Good evening. If you don't know me, I'm Alexandra Perchatsky, and I'm honored to be up here in front of my family, friends, teachers, and classmates. I am honored because I am addressing some of the most amazing people I have ever met. Future lawyers, doctors, teachers, scientists, servicemen and women, Supreme Court justices, trailblazers in every field who I know will guide our world to a better tomorrow. For the greatest people in history started off as students, just like we are. Looking back on the past 4 years, this graduating class is with no doubt the most accomplished, determined, and impressive class to come out of Champion High School. Consistent state qualifiers in mock trial, state semifinalists in football, academic all-district, and numerous sports, and countless other achievements in athletics, academics, and the arts. No doubt we would have done so much more if we had had our last quarter of school, and I'm sure we have many more accomplishments to come. But all that we have done would not have been possible without the amazing support and guidance of our teachers, administrators, and the Boerne community. Although all those APUSH note cards seem trivial at times, they have no doubt been part of our journey to becoming the remarkable people we are today. Our hard work has paid off. Our generation draws many parallels to the greatest generation that we learn about in our history class. Although we are not fighting in a world war like those of the greatest generation, we are fighting against disease, poverty, and injustice. Just as the greatest generation came out of their fight stronger, we will fight these global crises and come out inspired. In an era of mass media and communication, we see the challenges and suffering around the world, and we are pushed to find solutions. Every day, I see people our age shaping society, advocating for social change, like in honoring the life of George Floyd and other Black Americans, achieving technological breakthroughs, and accomplishing whatever we set our mind to. I know that our collective efforts will provide for a better tomorrow. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt's quote regarding the greatest generation rings true to ours as well. There is a mysterious cycle in human events. To some generations, much is given. Of other generations, much is expected. This generation of Americans has a rendezvous with destiny. As we begin our transition into adulthood, full of uncertainty in our future, remember, as both Dr. Fauci and the cast of High School Musical said, we're all in this together. I cannot wait to see what we will accomplish. Thank you for listening. Stay safe and stay healthy. Best of luck, class of 2020.
It is my pleasure to introduce our Student Council President, Autumn Fairchild, to deliver the Class of 2020 farewell.
Hello, everyone. Friends, teachers, families, and of course, the Class of 2020. As we walk across this stage, I would like to say congratulations. We did it. We have finally finished our 13 years of government-mandated learning. Our high school experience has been painstakingly long, but also very short. Long because of the random busy work and early morning cram sessions, the million-question packet hacker gave us, and the drama of who's dating who. Short because of the lasting memories and friendships, Friday night lights, and the occasional lesson that actually interested you. And the fact that we didn't go to school for 3 months. Now that we've finally finished high school, I hope that one thing we can take into the next 4 years of our lives is to savor the moment. I know it sounds cheesy, but our parents were right. Going into freshman year, we were terrified of the huge school and all the older kids, and all we wanted to do was to be a sophomore, so we weren't fish anymore. Then sophomore year came and we got our licenses, which was cool, but we wanted to be juniors because we wanted to be upperclassmen. Then it was junior year, and all we wanted was to be seniors and have off-campus lunch and be so close to leaving. And then it was senior year, and it was the year of our lasts. I hope that we don't try to rush past everything to get to what we think will be the best times in our lives, because we'll miss everything else. Every senior class says that they're special, but thanks to Corona, we actually are. We got to experience college before we left. We learned how to connect and to stay close to friends even when we didn't see each other every day. We learned how to deal with the struggles of online classes and technology before we were out on our own. As sad as missing out on our last bit of senior year was, we will always be that senior class. The senior class that didn't have a normal year, but we made it the best we could. High school has been a wild ride, but we did it. We finished. We passed all of our classes, and we're leaving. Some of us might be moving out and going to college for the next 4 years or even longer. Some of us will go straight into the military and help serve our country. And some will go into the workforce to start their lives with school behind them. Whatever we do and wherever we go, as cheesy as it sounds, seize up, Chargers.
Ladies and gentlemen, as principal of Boerne Samuel V. Champion High School and by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the Boerne Independent School District and the state of Texas, I hereby certify the students seated before you have met all state and local requirements for graduation. Honor graduates will be receiving their diplomas in rank order. Will the first row please rise and approach the platform?
Alexandra May Perchatsky, summa cum laude. Matthew Jordan Viescas, summa cum laude. Lane Rose Boley, summa cum laude. Catherine Nicole Ellis, summa cum laude. Kathleen Ann Droddy, summa cum laude. William Andrew James, summa cum laude. Dylan Carl Bruns, summa cum laude. Reese Cameron Berkey, summa cum laude. Tara Euphemia Fiedler, summa cum laude. Ashlyn Piper Fulgham, summa cum laude. Emma Shea Miller, summa cum laude. Isabel Nora Grace Costello, summa cum laude. Abigail Grace Roberts, summa cum laude. Nicholas Palmer Elam, summa cum laude. Caitlin Kathleen Canada, summa cum laude. Samuel Halpin Snellgrove, summa cum laude. Lucas Nathaniel Bell, summa cum laude. Tessa Elise Kenworthy, summa cum laude. Hannah Estelle Reardon, summa cum laude. John Harrison Moskal, summa cum laude. Gavin Russell Abdullah. Holden Shaheen Abdullah. Jasmine Hong Bing Abney. Brooke Taylor Addix. Jane Elizabeth Albrocht. Mary Abigail Albrocht. McKenna Brooke Albrecht. Jason Elias Amezcua. Lindsay Lee Anglesey. Phoenix Lakota Sage Aquino. Rachel Caroline Arredondo. Eduardo Arroyo Gonzalez. Hannah Michelle Bain. Jacob Allen Banks, cum laude. Joshua Martin Banks. Braxton Blair Barkley. Samuel Tucker Barnett. Emma Luisa Barraza. Bella Sky Barrere. Scout Devin Berry. Caden Baxter. William Emmett Baxter. Cameron Reese Beavers. Eliana Elise Beebe, cum laude. Aaron Matthew Bell. Holden Alexander Berry. Talia Joan Shizuko Berry, cum laude. Ava Catherine Blair. Jonathan Lee Bliss. Destiny Nicole Booth. Cameron Lane Bourgeois. Tyler Lawrence Boyd. Luke Henry Boyers. Emily Nicole Brannon. Alyssa Nicole Bryan. Jacob Joseph Brickner. Ashley Elizabeth Bryn. Tatum Nicole Brooks. Colton Ross Brown. Macy Nicole Bugler. Caden Aaron Bugarski. Carson Nathaniel Burdett. Caitlin Marie Burkholder. Skylar Orion Burnett. Kendall Gale Burt. Allison Paige Campbell, magna cum laude. Jesus Cano. Christopher Blaze Capetta. Lauren Elizabeth Cardenas, magna cum laude. Savannah Kathleen Carr. Aiden Zane Case. Ariana Nicole Santonzi. Jack Martin Chance. Braden Alexander Cheney. Savannah Avery Chapman. Anaí Adina Chavez George. Tyler Sean Clannon. Sydney Mary Clark. Emerson Catherine Clark. Bridget Rose Cleary. Jet Michael Condit. Jenna Rebecca Cook. Brady Willard Cool. Lauren Elise Covert. Grace Marie Coward, cum laude. Andrew Casey Crank. Alexander Saxon Cruz. Catherine Dalton Kutcher. Jordan Ashley Dobert. Mason Michael Daum. Mackenzie Lynn Davidson. Blake Jared Davila. Ana Sofia Davila Morelos. Ruben Antonio De Leon. Jocelyn Rose DeBoer. Parker Leland Taylor DeLay. Aiden Joseph Dell. Anthony Michael Delacono. Daniel Leonard Demore. Kaylee Ann Denny. Samuel Richard Dillard, cum laude. Daniel Payton Dixon. Athena Christina Dodd. Ellie Nicole Donahoe. Catherine Elizabeth Dutton. Krista Sherry Eddy, magna cum laude. Leighton James Eddy. Logan Dempsey Eddy. Kara Ann Edwards. Tristan Michael Edwards. Mackenzie Lee Emerson, magna cum laude. Alexia Nicole Engel. Casey Lynn Erickson. Ethan Lewis Evans. Autumn Rain Fairchild. Sebastian Jordan Farage. Brenner Storm Fitzgerald. Caroline Mary Elizabeth Fitzgerald. Bowen James Fjord. Hunter Lee Fleming. Ryan Russell Flores. Emma Lynn Floyd. Ryan Alexander Fulmar, magna cum laude. Avery John Freeman. Juliana J. Frisch. Willis Banks Fretschel. Emma May Frost, magna cum laude. Ashley Nicole Gagnon. Kaylee Jane Gangwer. Alexis Renee Guerra. Andrea Nicole Garcia. Angie Natalie Garcia. Aiden Jake Lannis Garrett. Mark Andrew Garza. Brant Colin Galt. Alexander Joel Gibbons. Natalia Gonzalez. Savannah Grace Green. Jack Howell Griffiths. Giovanni Maximo Guerra. Kaylin Elizabeth Guthrie. Marcos Jesse Guzman. Neil Charles Hager. Isabel Alicia Hain Trevino. Ariama Zygar. Braden Charles Hallmark, cum laude. Presley McCall Hammond. Riley Carol Hansen. Jenna Marie Harlan, magna cum laude. Jillian Walker Hawkins. Jonathan Robert Hawkins. Kostas Quentin Heckman. Amelia Lou Henderson. Catherine Alexis Henley. Joseph Michael Henry. Tristan Lynn Hergert. Hannah Marie Hernandez. Kimberly Desiree Heerholzer. Kyle James Hill. Scott Dennis Hoiberg II. Brady Nolan Horn. Blake Hunter Houghton. Morgan Elizabeth Hoyt. Nolan Matthew Huber. Lauren Alana Hudspeth. Shelby Ann Humphrey. Liam Connor Humphreys. Michael Austin James. Coulter Bay Farrell Jarvis. Cameron Denise Jeffries. Tamari Jordan Jenkins. Taylor Sierra Marisa Jester. Kristen Sarah Johnson. Allie Michelle Keene. Dylan Joseph Kelly. James Walter Kenyon II. Joshua Stephen Kidder. Alexandra Marie Clematis. Jacqueline Liberty Koch, magna cum laude. Lucas Daniel Kolasny. Stephen Ross Krieg. Brian Douglas Kuhl, cum laude. Rebecca Candace Koreska. Lawrence Christian Lacey IV. Sarah Elizabeth Laffery. Liliana Solis Laguna. John Blake Alaman Landon. Kenneth Jordan Law. Claire Hisiko Lawson. Corey Alexander Lechner. Mallory Elizabeth Ledoux. Connor Weldon Lee. Caleb Addison Lee. Reagan Nathaniel Love. Madison Elaine Lowe. Zachary James Lester. Megan Marie Adele Lynch. William James McAfee. Rebecca Lauren MacArthur. Michael John Macholik. Rocio Montserrat Madriz Medina. Danae Isabel Magana. Frankie Marie Maloney. Devin Chandler Mandry. Sadie Bren Marietta. Alejandro Andres Martinez. Annalise Patricia Martinez, magna cum laude. Efrain Martinez. Madison Isabel Mashburn. Hunter Stanley Mazak, cum laude. Maria Elena Matamoros, magna cum laude. James Patrick McCaffrey. Sarah Grace McClung. Cassia Joe McCormick. Bailey Marie McCoy. Parish Abigail McCoy. Gavin James McCrum. John Paul Jones McGinnis. Brenna Renee Mears. Jillian Fernanda Melendez, cum laude. David Alejandro Mendoza. Amanda Bell Miller. Malia Peralta Mizola. Madison Elizabeth Mitchell. Caitlin Vale Moon. Andrew Irvin Moore. Frank Morales III. Blake Andrew Moreland, magna cum laude. John Christopher Moreno. Samuel Alexander Moreno. Zoe Sophia Moro. Laura Renee Muniz. Dallin Berkeley Nelson. Robert Allen Nelson IV. Molly Cara Newton. Jasmine Lizette Nieves Dodd. Gabriela Nicole Nunez. Jacob Alexander Odell. Xavier Joseph Otero. Michael Anthony Padron. Hannah Nika Palomo. Caden Brent Parker, cum laude. Journey Grace Langerhans Peacock. Mark Randall Pena. Nathan Alexander Perez. Ryan Matthew Perry. Anna Catherine Pettigrew. Tyler Harrison Pettigrew. Hunter Ann Pfeiffer, magna cum laude. Brent Mitchell Pierce. Elizabeth Grace Pimpler. Sierra Bell Pipkin. Mina Lynn Plant. Dylan James Pohl. Cole Ryan Powledge. Matthew Joseph Protka. Mackenzie Renee Presley. William Randall Purcell. Sydney Allison Quinn, cum laude. Preston Richard Raimondo, magna cum laude. Hope Laurel Ann Red. Rivers Caden Rich. Rihanna Grace Rittinger. Haley Elizabeth Rigney. Emily Marie Ritchie, cum laude. Conley Elizabeth Robertson. Shelby Alyssa Robertson. Declan Walker Robinson. Helena Marion Robinson. Brandon Scott Rodriguez. Daniel Joseph Rodriguez. Francisco Alonso Rodriguez. Jenna Michelle Rodriguez. Ellie Faith Rogers. Jackson Henry Rogler, magna cum laude. Vincent Alexander Rose. Liliana Elizabeth Salazar Bali. Glenn Davidson Sanders II. Logan Matthew Sandage, magna cum laude. Thomas Enrique Sainin. Marco Santambrosio, cum laude. Jocelyn Linda Santos, magna cum laude. Jacob Miguel Santoski. Lake Alexander Shara. Summer Paige Schiffelbein. Haley Alexis Schrader. Mackenzie Aileen Schroeder. Adam Calhoun Walker Scott III. Hunter James Scott. Caleb Frank Saminsky. Dakota Gabriel Sepko. Vanessa Serrano. Nicole Ann Shelton. Cameron Bryce Schrader. L. Nicole Schrader, cum laude. Aaron Louise Simpson. Michaela Grace Signorati. Tristan Kyle Sim. Mallory Alice Simmons. Kyle Matthew Simpson. Zachary Jeffrey Skiba. Ryan Yoshimi Sledge. Colby Solomon Smith. Jillian Renee Smith, cum laude. Hold on. Chloe Lynn Siegler. Hannah Christine Smith. Caitlin Rose Stanley. Jack Austin Stout, cum laude. Gavin Bjorn Stefik. Daniela May Stum. What's your last name? She's out of order. Richard Atwater Swartz III. Emma Eileen Thompson. Macy Zay Tiller. Joseph Thomas Tompkins II. Brandon Alexander Torres. Nathaniel Joe Ungashik. James Edward Valderas II. Jade Avery Valenzuela. Dalton Taylor Vance. Kelsey Paige Vicnair. Raul Rocky Vidal. Ebenezer Viniegra. Carly Elizabeth Voigt. Cooper Steele Walker, cum laude. Zachary Edward Walsh. Madeline Brooke Worscheka. Blake Michael Weaver, magna cum laude. Taylor Marie Wieland. Delaney Marie Wilburn. Caleb Sean Williams, cum laude. Cole Daniel Williams, cum laude. Brianna Nicole Williamson. Logan Michael Winningham. Carson James Wolfart. Cami Elaine Wolf, cum laude. Paige Taylor Wolin. Ashley Nicole Wood, magna cum laude. Lane Aiden Wood. Mackenzie Lee Yike. David Blaze Youngblood. Martha Fernanda Zamora Gonzalez. Miguel Angel Zepeda. Angelina Justi Ziegler. Ashley Nicole Zunker. Shelby Lynn Zunker.
Students, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I would like to present to you the graduated class of 2020. Please move your tassel to the left. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Rivers Rich, who will deliver the closing remarks.
Alrighty, class of 2020. This has definitely been an insane year. Life as we all knew it came to a halt, and everything we expected was no more. If y'all had told me on August 14th that we'd get school cut 3 months short, I'd be rejoicing. An early release was a senior's dream, but as it became a reality, I saw the loss that we all faced. UIL events were canceled, vacations and trips and life were all postponed. We all experienced some form of loss. This year, sports had a lot of promise, and our arts were going to bigger things. We were 3 points away from winning the Lone Star Cup, and we had much promise for it this year. This grouping of students showed what Champion High School could do, and in all aspects, we raised the bar for this school and for ourselves. This is our year to prove our worth. And while it's cut short, we can still hold on to that pride and prospect. Ecclesiastes tells us there's a time for everything under the heavens. There's a time to weep and to laugh, a time to mourn and to dance, a time to tear and to mend, a time to love and to hate, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. There's a time for everything. We had our time to mourn life as we knew it, but now we need to promote hope. We were thrown into a new world after spring break, one that we were all unprepared for. But we made the best of our situations. If we adapt the same way we did this, we have a promising future ahead of us. We have a time to hope and a time to rejoice. We all have plans for what's next in our lives, whether that be college, the workforce, or service. We're all planning a life filled with the unexpected. Plans will change, majors will change, and relationships will all change. But the constant will be the driven spirit and determination that we all carry. I see incredible talent in each and one of you, and I'm proud and honored to graduate alongside such a driven class. We withstood an entire pandemic, the most unexpected ending to our senior year. Orson Welles says, if you want a happy ending, it depends on where you stop your story. And our story is not over. In our entire future, we'll encounter strife and triumph, but our stories will not be over. We can make the best of any situation, and in this time we prove that to ourselves. There's a time for everything, and now we have a time for hope. We are strong and we are diligent, and we're ready for this next chapter of our lives filled with the unexpected. And now we're more prepared than ever. We've been away from so many connections, under so many restrictions, and now we're ready to give life our best. We had a time of rest stuck at home under restrictions, alone with family, but now the fog is lifting. We're ready to make the best of our lives. This is a time for class of 2020 to prove our worth and to show our true value to our community. The community outreach has never been stronger for any graduating class. All around, you'll see moments of love, hope, and inspiration passed around to each one of us. And it's our time to shine and to rejoice in all the good we can find. These past 4 years have been a blessing to each of us in its own ways. We had a great senior year going, and it's awful what we lost, but I'm beyond grateful for what we had. We had a great staff filled with amazing admin and teachers all throughout Boerne ISD, an amazing school board, supportive parents and teachers, all who have kept this school running. Along the way, we made lasting friends and made longing impacts on each other. I wish for each of you a fruitful future. God bless you all, and may you all find what you deserve. May you bow your heads with me. God, I pray for this class of 2020 that we all have lives filled with purpose. I thank you for the amazing school district we've all been a part of. I ask you for guidance in all our future, to have your hand leading us in your ways. There's a lot of hurt in the world right now, and I pray for peace. We are called to be the peacemakers, and I ask that you will work with us to extend your mercy and your grace. Thank you for letting us be together again for the celebration. I pray for those who have spoken today and made this ceremony possible. I ask for each of my fellow graduates a blessed future, and it's in your holy name. Amen. Now please join me in singing our school song with your C's up. You can find the words to the song on the back of your programs.
Thank you.